You can eat it for breakfast and dinner, and you pour syrup on it.
Chicken and waffles.
This is somebody who doesn't like you, and they want to be like you, but they'll never tell you.
Hey there.
This is where you go when you want to get shrimp, but you ballin' on a budget.
Red Lobster.
That's it.
Everybody wants a night of fun and love with the fam. You came here to party, we came here to party. We got the knowledge, tell your team if they don't know what's up. Go ahead and laugh at that or try to come back. You just got hit with the trap snatch. Over my face, goes in the brand that we getting rowdy. It's all in love, it's all in fun, but don't think you gonna trap me. My melanin so amazing. I throw my cards on the table. I bet you feel it in your ankles. We just want back to back, no like it back for us. Everybody needs a night of fun, so let's break out this game. Everybody wants a night of fun and love with the fam.
All right, what's up, everybody? Go ahead and if you with us, let us know in the chat. If you don't know me, I am Rachel, the founder of Fam Foolery Inc., and my husband and I are the creators of the official game for the culture, which is Trap Wars, the Urban Game Night Experience. And I am thrilled to have my brother, my partner in crime and co-host right next to me, Herb Howard. Herb, how you doing? I haven't talked to you since maybe the last episode of Trap Wars.
I know, right? Happy New Year, sis. Hope all is well. I'm good. Just took a couple weeks to kind of just chill, relax, kind of reset. It was perfect timing forward, and so ready to hit the ground running here, starting with this first episode, season 2 of Trap Wars. I'm excited about it.
That's right. 2021 just got a little bit brighter now that Trap Wars is a part of it. Hey Liz, hey Braylon, hey Sarah, we see y'all. I know we got people tuning in from all over. So in the chat, let us know where y'all tuning in from this afternoon. I would be remiss if I didn't just start off by showing love to the late legendary Martin Luther King. We are celebrating his birth this weekend, and you know his sacrifices really paved the way for all of us to even have spaces and games and companies like Fam Foolery. So shout out to MLK and everybody. Y'all off work on Monday. Y'all getting the day off this week.
I wish.
No, we're still working over here too. But Herb, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a question real quick, and
Sure.
Everybody tuning in, you type it in the chat too. I want to know. So, as you know, we are just a couple weeks away from Black History Month. Here at Fam Foolery, we celebrating Black History all year round, but we still gonna play along with what's going on in the rest of the world. And so, I just want to hear from you, Herb, and everybody joining us. Who do you think is one of the most unsung, legendary, Black people in our history? Somebody that maybe not enough people know about.
For me, that person would be Fred Hampton, and not so much that a lot of people. It's not that there aren't a lot of people who know about Fred Hampton or necessarily who he was, but I don't think his contribution is given the just due that it deserves. So you talk about somebody who was assassinated by Chicago police at 21 years old, and just to be able to kind of galvanize that kind of energy, not only here in Chicago, but across the country at such a young age and be so committed to the movement, it is something that I've always respected and I commend greatly. And so for me, rightfully so, we talk about the Dr. Kings and the Malcolm X's and the Marcus Garveys and, everybody else, and they certainly deserve it. Harriet Tubman and on and on and on. They are worthy of that praise. But I think for me, I'm always trying to lift up and honor and remember Chairman Fred Hampton for his contribution to Black culture and Black life in this country.
Oh, that was so good. If y'all can compete with that, say, let us know in the chat also who you think are some of our unsung heroes in Black history. But I agree with you, Herb, when a lot of times when we're reading stories and, about the path that some of our ancestors walked, we're not keeping in mind that some of them were like half our age when they were making these sacrifices. So,
even Dr. King, we kind of we talk about him and he's revered in such a way that you kind of just assume in your head that he was like 65, 70 years old. Like, nah, he was killing his 30s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Young man that was doing all of those types of things. And so, I think it's important to recognize that their relative youth while they were making these contributions and use it as inspiration to today's youth, so that they aren't too young to get involved. And you see a lot of young people today that are on the front lines of this liberation movement, and I salute them, I commend them, and I support them in every way possible.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I'm seeing some other powerful figures come up in the chat here. Shout out to Sarah, who said Bayard Rustin, which a lot of people don't know was MLK's right-hand man. The movement wouldn't have been the same without him. So for sure, Uncle Nearest Green, the first African-American distiller who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey. You better tell him, Braylon, that.
Might got some on my bar, actually.
looking for the bottle. All right. Well, I know the list could go on and on and on, but I just thought it's worth taking a minute to shout out our ancestors, because this nation will sometimes try to make us feel like we are the most non-contributing, begging for a handout type population, when the contrary is the truth. That everything that we do day in and day out is touched by the brilliant mind of a Black creator. And I don't know about you, but I'm proud to I'm proud to have that blood running through our veins.
Yeah, so it's a great pride for me, for sure. It's dangerous, but it's lit, as they say.
Yes. yes, all day. All right, well, in the chat, thank you all for joining us. Let us know, who is it that you're rooting for today? Who got you on the game show? Who y'all rooting for this afternoon? And so in addition to thanking all of our contestants who are joining us, I just want to thank you. If this is the very first time you're tuning into Trap Wars, the game show, this is the kickoff of our second season. And last season, we had a whopping 10,000 of y'all tune in at some point in our season. So much love to you. Shout out to everybody who has a Trap Wars game. It's all because of you that this is possible. And before we jump into the festivities, because we were doing it so big, we actually have a company who decided to partner up with us and become our prize partners and sponsors. And so we just have a quick 1-minute message from them that I'm going to show on video to you. And then we're going to hop into our gameplay for the day.
Because we want to highlight as many brands as we can. We want to have your stuff in our box. We want your business to grow. We want you to sell more stuff than you ever sold. We want you to get into stores. We want you to quit your job. We want you to quit your job.
We want you to quit your job.
That's it. I want you to quit your job.
And yes, I'm looking in the camera. We want you to quit your job.
You don't have to change yourself or do anything that you don't want to do to make money and survive. That's almost against God. That's selling your soul. And we don't want to have to do that, but we have to live. So we want to get our people out of that system and make you take yourself seriously, because you can do it. You can do it. You just got to do it.
All right. Well, shout out to our friends and our partners, Black Business Boxes. I'm not going to go into too much detail about everything that they're doing, because they're going to talk with us later this episode. But shout out to them just for the message. Sometimes we forget that our gifts are designed to bring us more wealth and freedom and abundance than the jobs that we're counting on. So again, shout out to Black Business Boxes. If you ain't heard of them, make sure that you look them up.
To that point, shout out to you, shout out to Chris for starting Fanfoolery, for coming up with Trap Wars, for just tapping in to your inner self and doing something that was certainly worth doing, something that's going to continue to contribute to the culture. I think it's important. I think we can get caught up in the day-to-day and just working the job and paying the bills and working the job and paying the bills. And I understand that we live in a capitalist system where that is kind of necessary, but not so much to the point to where you kind of forego any opportunity to do things that you are also passionate about. And so I commend y'all for pursuing that. And shout out to everybody who made season 1 so great. All the participants, everybody who watched it, observed. Season 1 was super, super dope. So again, shout out to you and Chris, the whole team, and everybody who's participated to this point.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
All right. So what do you say? Let's just get to it.
Let's get into it.
All right, so this is what you got to know if this is the first time you tuning in to Trap Wars, the game show. This is the only game show experience where everybody walks away a winner. 3 people in particular are going to walk away today a little richer or with a gift that they didn't have before they started. So number one, the way to win, we have 4 contestants backstage who are quite dope, if I might add, but they are doing some things to positively impact our community. And so they are going to be competing in a not so friendly round of Trap Wars. And all because they have at least $100 on the table that they can walk away with in cash earnings if they are able to get you to write the word or phrase that they're trying to get you to guess in the chat in the least amount of time in comparison to their competitors. So again, to be clear, when the game starts, our competitors are going to come up and they're going to start giving you some clues, and they're trying to get you to type in the chat a word or phrase that represents Black culture or Black history. When I say Black culture, our history, it might be about our hair, it might be the slang use, entertainment, all across the board. They're trying to get you to write a word or phrase that represents Black culture and Black history. The second way that you could win is as an audience member. If you are running the show in the chat, if you are always the first person to, or at least more than all your competitors, if you're the one who gets the right word or phrase, we got something for you at the end of the show. And Herb, I'm going to let you, while I bring our first 2 contestants to the stage, I'm going to let you tell everybody about the best part of the game.
My favorite part of the game is, without question, the trap snatch. It allows for the most petty parts of the game to come into the game, and the trap snatch is used when someone uses a word they should not use. When someone uses one of the trap words that is on their cards, you hear them say it, or you see them gesture, or you hear them sing a song, that is your cue to snatch their card from them. They lose their turn. The turn becomes an opportunity for you to go ahead and win, so you get to take it from them. And so I encourage you all, even as the rounds go through where maybe you didn't win a round, to stick around, because you can still come back in with a trap snatch and take somebody else's card. It is by far the most entertaining part of the game for me. I enjoy it, so I'm always looking forward to the trap snatches. That's when the games get petty. Don't be too nice and say, oh, I don't want to take nobody's turn. That's what the game is for. You hear them use one of those words, you see them start to sing or gesture, come through with a trap snatch.
All right, Herb, you got it. You got it. And admittedly, that is the one part of the game that makes people get a little petty on occasion, and that's why it is the best part of the game. Braylon says he's a supporter of the petty and the trap snatch.
Bring the petty.
All right, so I would like to welcome our first 2 contestants to the stage, and why don't we start by just letting you introduce yourselves and tell folks a little bit about yourself and your brand. Disha, you are the first competitor, and ladies first, so we're gonna let you kick things off here.
First, yes, I'm the first. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Disha. Hey. Hey, competitors out there. Don't be sad when you take this L. It's all good. No love lost. But something about me, other than I'm petty, I am a founder of this company called Urbane Jungle. I wanted to give a part of myself back to my people, and a lot of that is the earrings and the jewelry that I like to create. I'm also partnered with my sister, so she also has a company called Smash Needle, because we wanted to be pioneers in embroidery, because we noticed there's not a lot of African Americans in the embroidery company. So it's kind of similar to print, but it's a lot of threads and things like that. You can hit me up if you want some questions, or if you want some merchandise for your own company. We're really pushing partnerships within our community, because I don't think we know that this is something that we can do outside of print. And it's a very lucrative network, so I'm trying to infiltrate those other people. And other than that, I'm out here grinding. I'm out in Philly. I'm originally from Detroit. I done lived in Chicago. That's how I met Rachel. And I'm about my money, just like Rachel's about her money. So I have all intentions on taking y'all money. So love
it.
Let's do this.
That is what we talk about: kicking it off, setting the tone in the room, bringing the petty early and not late. Thank you so much for contributing your business. It is a phenomenal way of thinking outside of the box and not being so traditional. It's a phenomenal idea. We wish you the absolute best. Thank you for participating today. We appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you, Disha. And now why don't we bounce over to you, Savvy, Robbie. Tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you're doing with Black Business Boxes.
First off, Deecha, you're real funny. I think it's funny that you're going to win today. That's the funniest thing I've heard all weekend. So great. Made me laugh. Really good. Remy gave me a really good belly laugh and chuckle. But my name is Savon. I'm Robbie. We're from Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if you guys know or have been hearing about what's been going on in Louisville for pretty much the past year with Breonna Taylor and that whole case and just the injustice and kind of just highlights everything that's been going on forever pretty much. So we wanted to figure out a way to kind of bring change to that situation outside of the box of what was going on. So we understand that protest and voting all has its purpose, but we really need to empower ourselves and we really need to support ourselves. And the easiest way to do that is to support Black-owned businesses. Simple message, not a very simple thing to actually do or accomplish in your daily life, because there's always a grocery store down the street or a gas station. Something. You can go somewhere and get whatever you need at that moment. So we built Black Business Boxes. We want to be your one-stop shop for everything Black-owned. If it's somebody's birthday, if there's any occasion you need to go and buy something, a lot of times we don't even know what Black-owned products are out there, what Black-owned businesses to support. So we want to make it more convenient to you, do all that research for you. So if you guys go to blackbusinessboxes.com, click on Marketplace, you'll see a lot of awesome brands that are out there available for you to purchase. If you have a business that you want to get on a bigger platform, send us a message, hit us up on Instagram. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Go to our website. We have a place for you to kind of insert your information. So we really just want to build a Black-owned marketplace and highlight as many Black-owned businesses as we can, keep the dollar in our community, and then see what that leads us to in the future, because we think that's a good first step to a lot of great change.
Phenomenal, and that's absolutely necessary. We're talking about being proud of how many new Black businesses there are, but being able to bring them together and make sure everybody knows about them is a critical component to that process. So if you all provide that service, is absolutely necessary. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for standing in that space to say not only do we want to start a business of our own, we want to make sure that other businesses are able to be healthy and vital as well. That is absolutely essential. So thank y'all so much for doing that.
All facts. Love what y'all are doing. The hardest thing out here for any Black-owned business owner, and y'all can't see everybody who backstage, but I'm sure everybody could give a fist on this, is just getting the word out about what we're doing. And despite how Deecha just came at y'all at the beginning, one of the reasons we remain connected is because she is the #1 supporter of Black businesses. Even before it was trending, that's all that she does, all that she says. So y'all should actually connect after the show. But in the meantime, it's time to get to the gaming. Just a quick reminder.
Deecha, you ain't my friend no more.
I tried to fix it, Deecha.
Wait, the audience listen, because I need y'all to do what y'all do best and help me win, first off. And if y'all don't get my clue, I'm going to question y'all Blackness. Like, I need y'all to, have 2 second flat, period.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully y'all put y'all Black friends up on here so we can win.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
I tried to get the energy right, but it is what it is. So just a quick reminder to my contestants. Deecha, you are first, but just a quick reminder to you all that these are all verbal clues. So you are not singing, you're not making gestures. You can create with your words, and make sure you don't slip and say any part of your word, because your contestants are watching close, because that's what they want you to do. All right, so audience, again, be ready, because your goal is to be the first in the chat to let us all know the word that Deecha is trying to get us to say. So I am going to my shout out to my judges and producers who are managing everything backstage, just giving you all a shout out and making sure you are ready to roll. Deecha, and for all other contestants, for you to know, just before your turn begins, me or Herb are going to say 3, 2, 1, trap, and that's how you'll know that your turn is about to start. And your time basically starts as soon as you start talking. All right. I bought you enough time, and so without further ado, Deecha, the floor is yours in 3, 2, 1, trap.
These are the famous words of this man that we commemorate tomorrow. Normally you do this when you are asleep, but he said these words when he was awake. Amongst his other sayings, he said a world without hate, but this was the most popular thing that he said, and and it's very popular. It speaks to injustices and civil rights and bringing people together. What else? We are here not of makers of history, but we're made by history.
All right. I think I'm assuming it's your phrase was I have a dream. Shout out to Liz Francis in the audience. She's the first person I saw pop up with the right answer. Before y'all come at me at the chat, I'm not always right about who the first person is, and so that's why we have our judges backstage to confirm who was first. I won't do this every round, but only on this round, I am going to take a minute and just show all of our participants what the cards look like, so that just so that you know what our contestants are up against in terms of what they can and cannot say. So as you can see, Disha's word was "I have a dream." She couldn't say nothing. She couldn't say nothing. Speech, nonviolence, pastor, Martin Luther King Jr. And I think she did that. I didn't see any trap snatchers being called beneath me. And so with that being said, the timing is in. And so Disha, you have kicked the board off at 30.45 seconds. Okay, so Liz changed the rules with the answer at 30.45 seconds.
Good job, Disha. That's a good time to set it off at. We'll see how long that holds the time. Yo, I saw y'all yelling trap snatch. I don't know what was y'all yelling there for. I heard y'all yelling.
I thought I heard
lies.
I might have heard the word speech.
I said sleep.
Speech, but she might have said speak. But I thought I heard
it sounded like speech.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy these guys right here. Like, follow them on Instagram, y'all. If y'all don't do nothing else.
We'll see if the judges can confirm that or not for y'all. I am losing the fight with the ring light right now. We'll see if the judges come through with that. I heard. Nah, but don't just be throwing out trap snatchers unless y'all sure it's about some. I think she might have maybe said, perhaps, possibly. I heard her say sleep. And I kind of thought sleep might have been one of the words, but it was not. So I don't know if that's what y'all heard. I thought y'all heard speech.
I thought I heard speech. I thought she said, "You gave this speech."
Okay. Well, I just got confirmation. The judges didn't hear that either. So Disha is in the clear.
Y'all trying to be petty right off the bat. Y'all ain't even right.
All right.
Hey, listen, they're trying to cheat, and there's always one. You know, Trap Wars also brings out the cheating people. Be trying to win by any means necessary.
Whose words are those? Any means necessary.
Right, so is the time official?
The time is official. 30.45 seconds, and it stands.
All right, 30.45 seconds is the time atop the leaderboard. We will see how long that time can stay. Are y'all ready to compete? Savvy, right? Y'all good?
Yeah, let go.
All right, cool. Y'all got y'all trap word? Y'all trap card?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all can begin in 3, 2, 1, trap.
Boom. It's a movie. They start off in Africa. Soul Glow. Let your soul glow. Yeah, I know y'all got it. Yeah, stop the time. Stop the time right there. That's all we had to say.
Talk about
time. Or the comments say, okay, they in Africa, they go somewhere else. It's 3 words. Africa, they go somewhere else. They come here. That's it. 3.
Oh.
What are the comments? Yeah, we got it. Liz Francis, baby. Liz, stop the clock.
All right. Listen, audience members, Liz Francis is not coming to play with y'all today. So if the car was coming to America, she's the first person that I saw with the answer. Shout out to Jemiah, Braylon, Margot. I see y'all. Y'all all got the answer too. Sarah Joy, y'all just weren't quicker than Liz with the fingers. And I just got confirmation that Liz was first too. I'm just waiting on the time, the timing to see what were you. You guys were good, but were you good enough to beat Disha's time? And drum roll, 25.66 seconds. Now, let's talk about something for a minute. Listen,
let's talk about it.
Are real nice. It wasn't, none of the competitors called for a trap snatch, but Liz even know the rules. She said, didn't you say they're not supposed to be singing? But none of his competitors called them out.
I was looking at the rules. Like, let me get to it. Oh well.
None of the competitors found out the trap snatch.
I had to hurry up and scroll up. Like I don't see the rules.
See, I thought that somebody would have been on it because usually the first person who tried to kick it off with the trap snatch, after that, everybody at their head to try to catch them.
Yeah.
So I thought they was gonna be thirsty to try to catch y'all when y'all tried to catch Disha and y'all wasn't even on point. I thought it was the first try to catch y'all.
Tanika said she called trap snatch. Nah, Tanika said she called trap snatch. She said y'all cannot hear me, and that was at 4:27. So y'all may have got caught though. So
let's see. Okay. Yep. We
gotta leave that to the judges. I heard y'all singing around the back on the solo piece, and then later y'all came through with another piece, and I was like, somebody gonna catch them up again, but nobody. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
We can't hear Tanika. We can't hear it.
Hang on, Disha. I'm gonna drop you off and bring Tanika on really quick. I'm gonna look to.
I said it twice. I heard y'all over there. Y'all was singing. Y'all said, "Come."
Where is you at?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard, Tanika.
Y'all started off with the singing, and then y'all was like, "They come here." I'm like, "Trap snatch."
Right.
All right. So we don't have to look to the judges.
I wasn't on stage, so y'all got to pass.
So Tanika, remember when you backstage, since you can't be heard, you got to physically do your trap snatch motion so that they know. But that's why we got the judges on your side, because the results, don't celebrate too hard, Robbie and Savvy, because the results are in from the judges, and it looks like.
Go ahead and laugh at that or try to come back. You just got hit with the trap snatch.
She did. Tanika called y'all out right on time. She was with Liz even before the round was closed. Tanika called y'all out. So that 25.66 seconds is dead, and that means that Disha will remain in first place.
We came to win.
That's all right. And you know what, Tanika, since we have you here, so don't worry, Savvy, Robbie, there's still a whole nother round for you guys to try to get back with the time, and I want to refresh on the rules while y'all while you backstage. And in the meantime, Tanika, since you here, I will leave you here, and I'm gonna bring up Ro, and you guys can go ahead and get us kicked off with round number 2. So we're going a little bit out of order, but that's all right, just so that we don't have too much bouncing around on screen. And so why don't we go ahead and start with you? Go ahead and introduce yourself, let people know who you are, and all about B3 Enterprises.
Oh, thank you. So I'm Roshan Barnes, the owner and lead therapist at B3 Enterprises, which is a psychology education company. We provide therapeutic services and mental health education. And mainly we just aim to do 2 things, is to reduce the negative stigma around mental health in general. When we talk about mental health, it should be from an asset and skill-based perspective. And then the other thing is just making sure that the world has culturally competent care, so when people of color do want to go see a therapist, they can find somebody that they can connect to. So yeah, that's B3 in a nutshell. Thanks for having me.
No, that's phenomenal, man. Especially the piece about getting rid of the stigma. I think that's the point, right? You can get to the treatment so long as you don't feel so stigmatized by the fact that you may be dealing with something that you can address. And I think that stigma is what is one of the biggest hurdles to getting people in that healthy space. So shout out to B3 and everything y'all doing to 1, get rid of that stigma, but 2, to treat people well.
No problem.
Indeed.
All right, and the trap snatch queen herself, Tanika, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about Black fashion history?
Hey everybody, my name is Tanika Russ, and I am the creator and host of Black Fashion History, and it is a podcast that teaches about the contributions of Black people all around the world to the fashion industry. Now, I'm a big fan of podcasts and I love fashion, but I noticed a gap in the industry that we were talking about a lot of historical figures like Chanel or Dior, but we really were eliminating the Black people. And so I came in to fill that gap and to teach others about all of the amazing Black men and women out there who have, paved the way in fashion for even the designers that we know today, and just kind of share that knowledge with the world. And I'm really excited to be here. Watch out, Ro. I'm probably going to hit you with another trap snatch. You never know.
Tanika is not
So
playing
much,
around.
Tanika. Listen, isn't it interesting how the whole entire world kind of bites our culture? We set the tone for everything across the globe, culturally speaking. Whether you talk about fashion or music or anything else, but we rarely get the credit that we deserve for the contributions that we made to those very same cultures. And so,
absolutely,
shout out to you for making sure that people know who really got people dressing and looking and swagging the way we dress, look, and swag.
Exactly.
Everybody want to be like us, but they don't want to give us our credit. So that's what's up.
Exactly.
All right. Now that's a message everybody needs to hear. Real quick, Tanika, when can we hear the next episode of Black Fashion History?
Of course, episodes of Black Fashion History drop every Thursday on all podcasting platforms, and you can go to your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, whatever you listen to podcasts on. You'll find us there, Black Fashion History. We have tons of episodes up already, so go catch up and learn some fun fashion facts.
All right, sounds great.
All right.
Make sure y'all head over to blackfashionhistory.com. Check out the latest episode when it drops. Are y'all ready to compete?
Yes.
All right, Tanika, you going first. You got your card?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. You can begin in 3, 2, 1. Trap.
All right. This person is an entertainer. There's a movie coming out about her life. Jennifer Hudson is playing her. She's known for being really great at this thing. Gowns, beautiful gowns. That is a funny moment that's out about her. Yeah, somebody got it. I saw it in the comments. Somebody got it.
All right. Shout out to Sarah Keys. She's the first person I see on my end who got it, but I'll look to my judges to confirm. That was a tough one. That is a tough one. One thing I always think about with Aretha Franklin is she went out even with style. She even had the most glamorous program that I ever saw to her funeral program, and like she was just a diva full way around. All right.
She was definitely the queen, and it was tough. You got some tough trap words you couldn't use, and I was watching Ro. He was ready to snatch her up.
I almost said singer, almost, but not quite.
All right. So, Tanika, the time that you were trying to beat is 30.45 seconds, and you're going to scream when I tell you what your time was. 30.76. So you just missed it by like
0.3 seconds.
2 seconds. But don't worry. One thing I didn't mention in the beginning of the game when I was sharing the rules is that even though there's only one contestant who walks away with the cash today, 2 of you, the top 2 people, will be invited to come back for our championship round to compete for a whole nother $150 in April. So second place in this instance, Nelly is wrong. Second place is a good place to be in on Trap Wars the Game Show. So 30.76 is the new record, and the judges confirmed that Sarah Keith, you were our winner in the audience for that round. So shout out to you for being quick with it.
All right, that means 30.45 is still the time atop the leaderboard. That is the goal. Good brother Roy, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can begin in 3, 2, 1. Trap.
White supremacists want black people to go back where? Where they want us to go back to. Now, what else do they call that place? Not your father, but your what? And you build a house on top of what? Like you build a house on, okay, not your father, but your, where they want us to go back to. Put it together. Not your father, but your, and you build a house on what?
Shout out to now. Something personal is going on between Liz Francis and Jemiah Joy. Actually, Jemiah was the first one that caught my eye, but as I scroll up a little bit, I'm seeing that Liz was actually first this time around. Can I just say, Ro did that. Y'all got to admit, right?
Oh, he snapped. That was very well done.
Yes, that was good. That was good. He brought the energy with it. I think Tanika made him do that because with her threats on the trap snap, he knew he had to bring it.
And I was watching too.
Watching for real. So, Ro, you feeling confident that you beat that 30.45?
Oh yeah, easy.
Easy. Hold on now. Don't do it like that. But he is right. 28.76 is the new retirement. And shout out to Liz Francis, who is on the board with three first three and one to Sarah. Yes. Now Liz, for anybody who is, if this is the first time you watching with us, Jemiah Joy is hands down our champ from season one. So Jemiah, I think Liz is personally coming for you on this round. So Tanika, thank you for being on it with your trap snatches. We watching closer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop you off, Ro. I'm gonna leave you here and give you an opportunity to snatch because we do have one last but not least contestant that I want to welcome to the stage in the game, Ashley Sorrell. And Ashley, if you want to take a minute and just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and the work that you're doing. Sis, I think you might be muted. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't hear you.
There we go. You can hear me? Okay.
I got you.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Ashley Sorrells. I'm Ashley D Social on Instagram, and I am a content creator that focuses on elevating Black homes, Black brands, Black love, and a Black lifestyle, one reel at a time. So I use my family, I use my friends to really show the Black love, the Black culture, that what we really want to be seen out in the world. And I apply it to Black-owned brands because I was also seeing a gap that a lot of Black content creators will work with, non-white companies to elevate their following or to elevate just the following of those companies. But I was finding so many dope Black brands that weren't getting that type of content, weren't getting that type of eye. So I put my background in social media and content creation. I wanted to see those clean, crisp Black faces using on Black products. So I take those pictures, I take those brand pictures, I do the reels, and I want to make it look dope. So we can say, it's not just Black, it's just dope. And that's my goal. That's what I do.
Love it. Another very necessary component to it to make everything look crisp and clean and show us in the light that we deserve to be shown in. So that is very, very, very good work. Huge contribution to the culture. We appreciate that.
All right. All facts. And as of this week, not only is Ashley using friends and family, she's also using Trap Wars to send a message to folks. If nothing else, make sure y'all follow her just to check out the video, the hilarious video that her and her husband, they had a petty moment.
That thing was hilarious. I watched that video like 10 times. It was absolutely hilarious because he in there like he ain't even catching what's going on. You steady smoking him around every corner. He like, okay, if you don't help out around the house, what you gonna be? He like, oh.
He didn't even see it coming.
We actually are starting our own podcast talking about these same marital issues, family issues, therapy, Black business. We specifically want to talk to Black businesses and Black brands because as a consumer, I feel like even the Black brands need to listen to the consumer. And so we like, okay, this is what you want to do on social. This is what the consumer is looking for. Just because you're Black don't mean you're dope. So you gotta like step it up so you can get the Black consumer to stay loyal to you. I like to say like our grandma, we use Ajax because grandma used Ajax. We gotta make these brands household names, and the best way to do it is to constantly talk about it. But you gotta do it in a certain way, and so you gotta make people feel like, yo, this is just dope. This is just bomb. This is just what we do. This is my kids will grow up on a certain product because they know, just like I almost got in trouble if I didn't use Ajax, they're gonna get in trouble if they don't use this for the rest of their life. So that's the message. Get out
that's
there.
Real. Shout out to Braylon. Braylon say, I'm loving all the entrepreneurs. Trap that bag. I dig it. So appreciate both of y'all. Ashley, are you ready? You got your card?
Let me get my card. Yes. Let me get my card. I'm swiping up on my phone.
Make sure you're paying attention to your trap words because we'll be ready.
That's my trap snatch flag right there. Flag on the plate, baby. That's my trap snatch flag.
All right, y'all make sure y'all ready out there as well because we know that Jemiah and Francis are ready, so y'all be ready as well. Ashley, if you got your card and you're ready to go, you can start in 3, 2, 1, trap.
She will be inaugurated January 20th. Howard University. She is my soror, ski wee. Okay. So that's enough. That's all you need right there. She has a white husband, California lawyer. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you. I'm done. Looks like Liz came through. We're gonna wait for the judge on that confirmation, but that was the first thing that I seen pop up was Liz coming through. I love that. Hey, happy belated Founders Day to all the women of the Kappa Alpha and everybody else who celebrated their Founders Day recently. They all kind of in the string. So happy belated Founders Day to everybody who that applies to.
Give me that time. Give me that time. Come on.
Asia, Felicia, Sarah, Wes, Margot, everybody is proud to claim that name. How you feeling about that round you just did, Ashley? You think you took it or not?
Confident. You know, it was like the trap words was like, I don't even have to say all that. You know, that wasn't even necessary. Those words were necessary. You know,
she's about to be inaugurated. Howard, she my soul war done.
I think she Ski Wee. I think Ski Wee came out with a little tune in it. That Ski Wee had a little melody to it, so that's kind of
actually how I know I did not sing it is because I was not the singer. Okay, I was mouthing while my sorors were singing, and I was just, you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna just
all right, audience members. So you all thought I was playing, but every episode has one of these, and so you just witnessed it. All right, congratulations, Ro. You officially get the Petty Player of the Episode award for that.
He said that Ski Wee was a little melodic. What?
Happens every episode. Trap Wars just does it to us. Congratulations, Ashley. You are closing out round one as our winner with 19.72 seconds. You did that, sis. But don't get too excited because we still got a whole nother round to go. In second place, we have Rose with 28.76. So if the game were to end this round, you two will be invited back for sure to our championship at the end of the season. But it's not the end of the game, so we still have a whole nother round. And just really quick to just give a check-in as to where we are at. I just announced who's in the lead winning for the game, but in the audience, a shout out to Liz Francis, who is in the lead with winning 4 rounds. Now, don't give up in my audience. It's still anybody's game. If you come back with it, you can still catch up with Liz in this second round. And as a token of our appreciation for being with us this afternoon, we actually are going to pause for a second and raffle off a prize from Urban Jungle, who was gracious enough to sponsor us with one of her laptop sleeves, and I'm just going to bring it up on screen really quick so that you can see what you will be walking away with.
Phenomenal. See, like you said at the top, this is the only game show where everybody gets a chance to win. Oh, look at that.
Yes. So top quality Afrocentric design. We loving it here, and we are going to be sending that today to Miss Felicia Crawford. Thank you for playing.
Felicia.
Yes. So Felicia, if you're worried that we don't have your email or a way to contact you, make sure that you just DM us that or send it in the chat so we can make arrangements to get your prize to you. But again, thank you for participating and joining us. So Felicia Crawford will walk away at the end of this episode with that. All right. So without further,
it was Africa. It was the Black Power face. It was dope. I love that a lot. That was super nice. That design was
love it. Top quality embroidery design, so you know it's going to be durable. And in the meantime, Herb, as we can see, everybody is backstage. They like, yeah, that's all well and good for the audience, but
so let's get back to us.
I'm trying to see which one of us is gonna walk away with this cash prize, and so
you know what I always say, Rachel. Like, I don't think the game starts until we crack that sub 20-second mark. Before then, somebody set the record. They usually be around 30 seconds. Something they think they feeling good about themselves, and they kind of first round go. But once we get sub 20, that's when I feel like the game really starts. That pressure starts to set in, and you have one time to be like 19 seconds, and you have another time to be 18 something. So if you below 20 seconds, the game can start officially, and we can see who gonna walk away with this money.
Okay, all right. Well, you called it. Let's see where those numbers end up falling. And you're right. I do think that's usually how it goes. So Deisha and Savvy and Robbie, we are bringing you all back for round 2.
All right, Deisha, you kicked us off to start with. You said the first time atop the leaderboard that managed to stay around for a little while. Ultimately, it was not the time to still atop the leaderboard. Rachel, what is the time atop the leaderboard again? Sorry.
Don't do that.
19.72. Ashley took the lead right at the end of the round at 19.72 seconds. Yes, sir.
19.72 is the time atop the leaderboard. That is where Ashley sits at the time to beat. Deisha, do you have your card?
Please, I do. This is pressure. Woo! Come on, y'all.
All right. If you are ready and you have your card, you can begin to give your clues in 3, 2, 1, trap.
Cool. This is not witchcraft. It's not voodoo, but we got that juice. It speaks to our being supernatural. Michelle Obama embodied this movement and actually spoke to the speech that turned into a worldwide hashtag. It's a resilience of a suppressed group of supernatural young ladies preserving in the face of adversity. It's an attitude that we have when we teach our children to have about themselves. Like I said, it's not witchcraft, it's not voodoo, but it's 3 words. Come on, y'all.
I think you got it. Is it Black Girl Magic?
Yep, there we go.
All right. Shout out to Sarah Keith. Oh, listen, Sarah ain't playing this round with Jemiah. She ain't playing with Liz. I didn't mean to leave you out, Sarah, because you definitely in the mix on the board with us, and that puts you at 2. Shout out to Wes, to Megan, Jemiah, Liz. They all said it, just not quick enough. Margot, we see you. And so we're going to put, and actually, let me not misspeak. Let me get confirmation from the judges before. Okay, yep. So I am right that Sarah
came through with the first response.
Yep, Sarah Keith, and we're just waiting on the confirmation of the time. Deisha, how you feeling about that round? You think
I want to be 19.72. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Dude, all right, Deisha, I love you, Queen. I don't know if you beat that. I don't know if you beat that time. We're gonna see though. That was a tough one for real. That's not an easy one.
It was hard. I was like,
that's right. The more words, the 3-word phrases is not easy, but I think you did that. I mean, if there was any way to get it, you did it.
You definitely did it as fast as it could be done. We're going to see if it was able to be 19.7. So shout out to everybody that is engaged in the audience and coming through with the answers. That is the fun to play the game, to be engaged and come with our answers. So shout out to everybody who is participating out there.
Facts. All right. So Deisha, you didn't quite hit the 19.72. You got it in 23.03. And so I don't know if you remember what I said before, that even though you're not taking first, you did just knock Roe out of second place. So that means that even if you, even though you're not in the lead, as long as no one else gets faster than 19.72 or 23.03 to knock you out, you might be back for the championship round in April.
I'm looking at Savvy and Robbie, and they say they looking like that second place might not hold up too much longer. I'm looking at them right now, but they like to jump the gun a little bit. So we're gonna see Savvy and Robbie. Y'all got y'all card.
Hey, don't worry about it. Just know we ready this round. Let's go.
All right, I'm feeling it. And I'm feeling the frames too. That's simple. If y'all got your card and y'all ready to go, man, y'all ready to give y'all clues in 3, 2, 1, trap.
2 words. It's a nickname. He beats people up. The first word is a different word for cash.
He fought Manny Pacquiao.
Cash. First word cash, last word his last name.
You can't touch him. You literally can't touch him.
TMT.
You can't touch him.
TMT.
You can't touch him. Come on. You can't touch him.
TMT.
What?
He's him. First word, cash. Second word, his last name. Both start with the same letter.
All right, I'm seeing some guesses for Muhammad Ali. I don't think that's it.
The next one, the other
Hold
one.
on,
I see it.
Asia Smith came through for y'all with
Money
Mayweather. And that was not an easy one. So shout out to Asia. Followed up by Jemiah, Megan, They had it. It just took a little longer for y'all. Braylon, Sarah Joy, they was coming.
That's a really tough one, man. There are different things that make each part tough. It could be what your actual word is, but sometimes it can be the trap words that you can't say that make it so hard. And y'all couldn't say boxer, y'all couldn't say fighter, undefeated.
I just say he beats people
Floyd.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Couldn't say none of those types of things. So I think y'all did the best y'all can do. We're gonna see if y'all were able to either come in under 19.72 or under the 23 seconds that these just posted. Gonna wait for the official time to come through. But how y'all feeling?
I feel wonderful. I feel like we really did our thing right there. I'm not gonna lie. How y'all feel, audience? Show me something. Liz, Liz, what it do? You say Cashy Clay. That was close. Cashy Clay was good. I like that.
Put a boxing glove in the comment if y'all think they're gonna come in top 2 of that effort.
Ain't no trap snatch this time.
Listen, y'all making up names and stuff. I ain't never heard nobody refer to Muhammad Ali as no Cashy Clay. So on that note, shout out to Asia for making it on the audience board for winning that round. Confirmation from the judges. Fellas, you were not quite fast enough to walk away with first or second place. You got it at 39.19 seconds. And so we do know for sure that you guys won't be walking away as a first or second place winner for today. But you know what? According to me, you guys are all day winners because of the work that you're doing with Black Business Boxes and partnering us in this game show experience. And so it's been so fun to have you all. But your time on Trap Wars the Game Show is up.
Hey, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all energy and contribution. What you say? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Taniqua, just know I'm coming for you. I blame you. I blame you for this. I just know.
Oh, so we just learned something about Shavy and Robbie is that they hold grudges, and because I almost forgot about the fact that they did win on the last round, but Taniqua called them out and they lost it. Taniqua, I think you might have won. You might need to watch your back, sis, after this episode. They not letting it go.
They not letting it go at all. Well, Taniqua, the time to beat is 19.72 seconds. That is still the time atop the leaderboard. The second place time is 23. I don't know exactly what it was, but it's 23 seconds to beat the second place time. Either one of those will give you a chance to ensure that you come back for the finals in April. So if you got your card, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, you can begin to give your clues in 3, 2, 1, trap.
All right. This is 3 words. It's a TV show from the 90s. It got everybody excited about Black college life. Your boy had the flip-up glasses. There was a really rich girl on the show that the dude with the flip-up glasses dated, and then they got married.
Now, hold on, Taniqua. Pause the time clock, because I think I saw Adisa doing the trap snatches.
That's not on there. That's not, those words not on there.
You said college life, my baby. College not on there. College not on there. College not on there.
Go ahead and laugh at that or try to come back. You just got hit with the trap snatch.
I'm sorry. I can't have you coming from my head.
Actually, so I do believe, and I'm double checking before I misspeak, but I do think HBCU is on there with
HBCU.
I know, but HBCU stands for Historically Black College or University.
Acronym.
You can't say if a word is on there, you can't say the acronym for it, or vice versa. If there's an acronym, you can't say that word. And so that does mean that Ms. Disha's trap snatch is valid. Sis,
Don't be sorry, Disha. That's how the game goes.
But you are reaching.
I'm coming for you.
I gotta eliminate my competition. Y'all gotta understand.
I'm coming for you or somebody.
That's right.
That is how the game is played. When she came through and said, I looked down at the card. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna leave that up to the judges. Let Rachel deal with that piece. Good catch, though. Good catch, Disha. That is exactly how the game is played.
Right. Disha, you doing some advanced trap snatching over there, but you all right. it is valid. It looks like a couple folks, so Disha, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you out. But Disha just raised a good point. Even if you are out of the game or you don't have the fastest time, that's right. Keep playing, keep snatching those cards because you can cancel folks out from being able to beat your time. Now, just because Taniqua slipped and used the word, we're not going to nullify any valid entries that came from the audience. And so I'm going to look for the judges to confirm, but I do think Sarah was first to say a different world, and that was the card of the hour this time. So that puts
that's at least 2 for Sarah Key.
Right, Liz, I don't know where you went, but you might want to not drop the mic just yet because that puts Sarah right on your tails with 3. So Liz Francis has 3 for this game, and Liz Francis, has 4, and Sarah has 3. So Sarah, all you got to do is get 1 or 2 more, and you can take that lead away. Taniqua, your last time was 30.76, so we already know that your time is not going to be fast enough for first or second place. But you know what? I have to say something about you. This is the first time that someone had a trap snatch against the Slim, and then they rejected it. She was holding on to that card like I didn't say that. She not even arguing with me a little bit, y'all. Did y'all hear that?
That's why I stay out of all the trap snatches. I feel like
it was a technicality. It was a tech. We're gonna have to speak to the refs on that.
Since she want to test, she threw her challenge flag in. Like, go review.
I love it. Love it,
that competitive nature comes out of everybody while we playing the game. People like, nah, I didn't lose. You tripping? Like, I see it. I love it a lot, man. So we go. Is there something that we waiting on from the judges right now?
No, we're not waiting on the judges, but I'm going to go ahead and drop Taniqua off, and we can go ahead and bring Ashley back because her and Ro are the last 2 remaining to compete in this round. So Taniqua, it's been great playing with you, and even though you're done playing Trap Wars, we will be seeing you on Black Fashion History podcast on Thursday. So thanks for joining us. Welcome back, Ashley.
Something tells me that Taniqua is finna snatch one of y'all cards. Like, I just
she's not playing. I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous, Herb. I think she might report our Facebook account after this. I don't know, bro. She might have took your Petty Player Award on that round.
Who might pull up, man? Ro, Time to Beat still remains 19.72. Second place will get you somewhere around 23 seconds. Are you ready to compete, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you got your card, you can begin to give your clues in 3, 2, 1, trap.
Rest in peace to this Hooper. Rest in peace to this Hooper that died with his daughter last year. What's his nickname? Black. It's a reptile. The Black what? Somebody got that. Come on now. I know we got some Hoopers watching. No?
Ashley. Ashley over there being petty early.
We ain't got it yet. This Hooper. Right. Okay, come on, Wes. Thank you. I know we had a Hooper on here somewhere.
Now we had you had them. People were saying Kobe. And I think the hesitation, people were probably unsure how to spell it because I'm putting in West, so shout out to West for getting in there, but he's not first. I'm seeing Margot I think she might be the first one, but let me not even, okay, yep. Shout out to Margot Simmons if she's on the board. Look, listen, Liz, they done teamed up and coming for you.
Okay, Margot. Listen, yes, hey, Ro, I was right there with you, bro. As you was giving out those clues, bro, I'm like, all right, come on with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who else?
Oh, yeah.
What other Hooper tragically died with their daughter last year? Like, come on.
I mean, right. Hooper or not, I feel like the world stopped when that happened. So you did that again on the clues. They just, I don't know, the audience kind of failed you. So, but how you feeling about that round before the time come in? You think you beat that 19.76 or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 17.7 seconds.
All right, bro. Well, you know what? That confidence served you well round one, but not in round two. You ended up closing that one out at 30.09. You know, as me and her said, not a testament to the talent of the clues. The audience just failed you on that one, bro.
I can't put that one on you, bro, man. I was with you about 5-10 seconds in. I can't put that one on you.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna blame it on the audience. We know how those delays go. So, bro, we're gonna keep you here in case you catch a trap snatch and to bring that energy. But at this point in the game, we know that your timing is not going to be fast enough to bring you back for the championship. But again, like the way that I feel about Tanique was the same that I feel with you and the work that you are doing in the mental health space. So important. So thank you for all that you're doing in the community as well as being here with us. Yeah, show some love. Show some love to Ro and Ashley.
Rachel, I think we have a first right now. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that we've gone into the very final round of the game with the leader atop the board being the last contestant remaining. So
that's right.
Ashley, I mean, it's your turn. You certainly get to play your round and try to beat your score, but we can say with certainty that you will be in the top two. Actually, we can say you'll be number one. You may be on score.
Right, you might be first and second place. This round is definitely all for kicks and giggles at this point.
Okay, well, I will stay humble and I will do my turn.
Hold on, question. I got a question for clarification. So even if I snatch her, there's no way that she can lose, even if she get
snatched? Because she's already atop the leaderboard at 19.72. So you can't take her previous score down. Even if you disqualify for this score, the previous score is still tops amongst the board. And who's in second place at 23 seconds? Is that Disha up there at 23 seconds?
Yeah. Disha told y'all from the very first time she came on the screen that she was walking away a winner, and she did it. So power in what you speak.
I'm gonna need you to work on your humble face, Ashley. I'm gonna need you to work on your humble face, okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, humility ain't worth as much as we think it is. Actually, give your chest a little bit. You handling business.
It's priceless.
Especially if you get the top two scores, girl. Go ahead and stretch a little bit. You ready?
See. I'm ready.
All right, your time at the top of the leaderboard is 19.72 seconds. We will see if you can beat that, set the mark even higher. If you have your card, you can begin to give your clues in 3, 2, 1, trap.
He is a playwright who wears a wig and a dress and talks like your grandma on stage. Done. Now, he is a billionaire.
Did she just drop the mic?
He gives a lot of money to a lot of people at Walmart sometimes.
All right.
We good?
Liz coming through, making sure she ensures her victory as well.
Followed by Megan, Asa. Yeah, and that was all the more reason to keep it going. We don't want to leave our audience members hanging because they were battling for the round. So shout out to Liz, who has taken it officially for the audience winner for the afternoon. She won 5 out of the 10 rounds that we did. So everybody show Liz some love in the chat. In just a minute, I'm going to formally announce all of our winners again for the evening. But before I do that, if you had a whole lot of fun with us this afternoon, keep in mind that Trap Wars is an actual game. We are just playing a modified version of it today for the game show, but you can actually get your own copy. And because we love you all so much and appreciate you for tuning in, if you just use the promo code TW Game Show, you can get the game for 10% off if you order within the next 24 hours. And we are on Amazon or our store, which is samfoolery.com. So again, if you're playing and think that this would be so much fun with your friends and family, definitely check us out, get a copy for your own house. Also, if you had a lot of fun just tuning in with us this afternoon, another way to support Black business is not just by buying our products, it's giving us your feedback. So if you love today, if you hated today and got some feedback about ways that it could be better, I just be sure to fill out this evaluation or survey that I'm entering into the chat right now. It'll take you all of 5 minutes. It's 5 questions. We're getting your feedback. And in the meantime, if you and in the meantime, it just as some extra motivation to complete that out, we are actually going to do a second raffle and pull from all of the audience members who participate in that survey. So it's quick, it's easy, and there's something in it for you. So make sure that you fill out that evaluation after today's show. And so, Ro, we're going to go ahead and drop you off and have a little moment of celebration with our winners circle for today. So congratulations, Ashley and Deisha. What up?
With me, how y'all doing? My share.
Yes. Shout out to Hubby again for that video y'all did.
Video was hilarious.
Absolutely. This is a real winner circle when the whole family meets you there. I saw
Big
the cat come through.
Listen, Ashley, y'all played the game exactly as it is supposed to be played. Y'all competed well. Y'all was petty. Y'all was confident. I loved it. Congratulations on coming through with 2 phenomenal times. And we look forward to seeing both of you back here in April to see if you can be the ultimate winner for season 2 of Trap Wars Game Show.
Yes, absolutely. And Ashley, we'll ask you to hang tight backstage with us for a couple minutes, and then we will explain to you how you will get your $100 prize for participating. For those of you tuning in, our contestants are actually competing for a cash prize. And so, Ashley, we'll talk to you about how to get that. Any last words or words of celebration from our 2 winners before we wrap up?
No, congratulations, Ashley. It was good playing with you. I look forward to seeing you in April.
Thank you. I had a blast. Thank you so much, everyone. This is an amazing game. I just love seeing us all coming together like this and having a great time and sharing our talents with each other. So thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Yes, that is the whole point. Most people know about us for the game Trap Wars, but what they don't know is really we're just using our game as a tool to promote community building, to sharing resources that are out there, because we out here doing the thing, y'all, and a lot of people just don't know. So thank you, ladies, so much for your time. Thank you to all of our contestants for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us this afternoon. So again, shout out to Ashley and Deisha as our first and second place winners. Shout out to Liz Francis and the audience who is killing it today, as well as Felicia Crawford for being our raffle winner for us today. And so until next month, February 14th, we are doing a special Valentine's Day episode. And so if you are wondering, like, man, what do you do on Valentine's Day in the midst of a pandemic? You come kick it with Fanfoolery, and we are going to be celebrating Black love, showcasing all Black couples who are in business. And so that'll be on Sunday, February 14th at 3:00 p.m. Until then, be well, and we'll see you at the next game show.
Peace.
Peace.
Everybody needs a night of fun, so let's break